Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel where I make quality content that nobody really asked for. In today's video, we actually have a Miraculous Ladybug related video. It's my favorite type of video to film, which is doll unboxings for Miraculous, because when it comes to collecting, obviously the dolls are my favorite to collect and I try to collect all of them. So today we'll be unboxing some very interesting Miraculous Ladybug dolls you could get at from Playmate Toys. You can buy these at Walmart, and I do have some opinions on these dolls. Before I get too opinionated, let's take a look at the dolls. So these are the budget dolls from Playmate Toys. They retailed for about $10 or $12, I believe. So you can get Ladybug, you could get Cat Noir, and you pay a few dollars more, you could get Marinette with the Ladybug suit. And let me tell you, these are not my favorite dolls, but I do like the packaging. So their packaging is a little bit different. Instead of the whole plastic packaging like the normal fashion dolls, because they're budget, they're mostly cardboard and much more slimmer. So I kind of like the different packaging, and I like how it's slimmer so I can fit it on my shelf very well. So here what Cat Noir's looks like in his packaging, and here what he looks like in the back of the box. Again, I believe these retail for $10 and Marinette retailed for $12. So a few dollars cheaper than the normal plain line dolls. So there's Cat Noir. Again, in this set you can also get Ladybug. So here is Ladybug. Again, her packaging very similar to Cat Noir's. And this packaging actually reminds me, if you own the sequin dolls, like the reversible sequin dolls, both Adrian and Marinette, they have very similar packaging to this, but instead of having Ladybug on one side and Marinette on one side, it is both Ladybug. So here is that. Again, here is Marinette. You can get in this series as well. Again, these are available at Walmart for around $10 to $12. Again, very similar again to the sequin packaging, with like, this one has like Ladybug on the side and this one has Marinette, and this one gives off like, if you own the fashion pack one, what's it called? I own it right here, but it's where the dolls come with like Marinette and she comes with like a fashion, like they have a plain line similar to this one. So yes, so those are the dolls I am unboxing today. And again, I do like the packaging of these. I do prefer more cardboard box packaging versus plastic like this, just because I feel like if you damage your box, you can switch them out. Once you open a box like this, you can't switch it out. So again, I do like the packaging, but the dolls I do have opinions on. So here's one more look at them in their box. So I'm going to box off all of these off camera, and then we can take a closer look at it and give my opinions, because I have quite a few. Okay, so I freed the dolls from their cardboard prison. So here is Marinette out of her box. And let me tell you one thing about these dolls is since they're a budget doll, they don't come with clothes. I mean, I know Marinette came with her Ladybug suit so you can switch it out, but they don't come with clothes. Their clothes are molded on, so that's one thing I don't like about them, is that their clothes are molded on. And again, these are budget dolls, and they really emphasize the word budget, because these dolls are extremely cheap and ugly. I'm sorry, look at this face mold. Look at this doll. This is an ugly doll. I'm sorry. And the thing that really makes me mad is like, these are the Ladybug dolls and Cat Noir dolls you can get right now. Like, they're awful. I'm like, I give them like 2 out of 10. I like them for the packaging, but I think they're so ugly. And one thing I had a hard time with buying these dolls, because I buy all my dolls in person, is finding good dolls. Because especially Marinette here, because she comes like, you can like her screening sometimes. So a screening is like the printing of her face. I find so many wonky ones, some that just look a little bit uncanny, and then once you find a good face, her clothes are like messed up. Like, I've seen dolls with smears on their clothes, or they're not quite right, or like even this one has like paint missing from her pants. So like, the fact that the quality of these dolls are really bad, and they're not that much more cheaper than a playline doll, to be honest. So I don't know why Playmate made these, because these are awful. And for a while there, I gave them a buy, because even though their clothes are all molded on, like, well, it gives me action figure vibes. I want a doll. I don't want an action figure. Especially, like, these are not much cheaper than the normal plain-line dolls, and they're crappy. They're crappy. And again, I can see your kid playing with this, or not even be a kid, you playing with these dolls, or you just take them out, take photos, her clothes will scratch off. Like, again, if her clothes is coming off from the packaging, imagine playing with her. And another thing that really bothers me about this doll is her skin tone is not the same as her rest of her, like her head, like her face tone. It's not the same as her body. Like, her body is very yellow, very orange, like her spray tan gone wrong, and her face is like pasty white. Like, this is an awful doll, and she's ugly. I don't recommend her, but they always sold out at my Walmart, so people are buying her. But she is ugly. And you can't really do anything with them because they're not articulated. They can sit down and they can do just the Y, but no MCA. So again, super ugly. Like, this is an ugly marionette face mold too. She's not pretty at all. I mean, I managed to find a pretty one, but a lot of the dolls I saw in store are ugly. But she does come with a ladybug suit, where this is the typical ladybug suit. You can get it anywhere. And then she comes with her stick-on mask, which I hate those because I think they look so goofy. So this doll, 2 out of 10. I hate her. And then I'll compare her to her playline part as well. And again, the part that really bothers me about these dolls is they will be budget dolls. It's so hard to find a good screening for that because the quality of these dolls, like, I wish I took pictures. But like, when I went to go find my dolls to buy, their faces, like their masks, misprinted. Some of their eyes are not even in the right places. Again, they have their clothes smeared. When it comes to Marinette case, at least Ladybug's, her whole outfit's literally one solid fold. But I am not impressed by these dolls at all. These are probably the worst Miraculous Ladybug dolls to ever come out. They are so awful. Like, oh my gosh, she doesn't have molded on earrings. They're lowered in little dots. Again, this is still like a $10 or $11 doll. Pay a few bucks more and you can get a nice playline doll. And sometimes the playline dolls go on sale for the same price as these ones. So what's the point of that? But here's Ladybug again, her face mold. I mean, she's cute. I mean, I'm not saying these dolls are ugly. You guys seen some ugly dolls. But they're not very pretty for Miraculous Ladybug dolls. Like, ugh, they're so crusty. That's the way I describe them. Again, she barely has her earrings. And again, she doesn't have any articulation. She can only just raise her hands and like sit down like this. But she doesn't have any articulation, no nothing. She's just a statue. Like, I know Marinette loves statues, but I don't want statues, okay? And these are just awful. I'm sorry. Again, and the part that makes me mad is, like, these are the dolls that are available right now in stores, right? You don't have the nice playline dolls anymore, or even the movie dolls. These are the dolls that replace them. These dolls, like, yes, I understand they're a few bucks cheaper, but sometimes is the few bucks worth it? Pay a few bucks more and get a nicer doll, and that nicer doll, you can get it on sale for the same price as this one. Yeah, but here's Ladybug. Again, solid body piece, no articulation, and her clothes are molded on like an action figure. And for a while there, that's why I didn't hate these dolls as much as I should, because they give action figure vibes. But again, I don't want an action figure. I want a doll. So that's Ladybug. And last but certainly not least is Cat Noir. However, this is a new Cat Noir face mold, and I actually do like this Cat Noir face mold. I think he's very cute. So at least I think Cat Noir is probably the best from the budget. I think he looks nice, honestly. And that's also because he's also a male character, and I feel like male characters can translate well into action figure form. Because again, these are not dolls for me. If a doll does not come with the clothes and their clothes are molded on, that's an action figure. This this guy right here, he's an action figure. He is not at all, okay? Especially since his hair is plastic. So oh my gosh, you know what he looks like? He's literally just a big version of the playline figures. Because not playline, playmates. I keep saying playline. I mean playmates. Because Playmate came out with like Five Below figures. Hold on, I have one. Let me grab one. So like Playmate Toys came out with these types of figures, and they have like all the characters. Cat Noir is just a big form of that. Which, okay, I don't mind Cat Noir. I don't mind him being like a big form of the normal Playmate figures, but still, if I want an action figure, I'll buy an action figure. But I get a buy for a boy doll just because males tend to fit better in action figures. So, the Barbie doll type thing. But actually, I don't really hate Cat Noir. Again, he's not articulated, but because since he's like molded on, he has some nice textures on his suit. Like he'll be a really good one to customize. Like you want to paint like his outfit. Cat Noir is not too bad. I like Cat Noir. I think he's worth the $10. But the girl passed, like totally like no. But Cat Noir, I really like his like mold. Like this is a nice mold of his suit. He has like nice detailing on him. Okay, don't hate him. I actually love him. I give him like a 7 out of 10. But the girl's 2 out of 10. Ugly, but he looks really good actually. Oh my gosh, this is like so overexposed. I totally recommend the Cat Noir. He actually looks surprisingly nice. Actually, I'm not mad at him. He just reminds me of a giant action figure. He's cool. But again, I really love the molding detailing on him actually. I love the 3D texture of him. He's actually really nice. Oh my gosh. Okay. Cat Noir is the only budget doll you should get. Because these are not it. Unless you keep them in box. Like if you keep them in box, I get that. I think they're worth it if you keep it in box. But you take them out of the box, Cat Noir is the only good one. And I like him actually. So that's a slay. But you want to see? So when Playmate Toys came out with the Miraculous Ladybug dolls, they were so high quality. I actually have a early release of a Ladybug doll from Playmate Toys. So this is what we started out with. This was $16, and she's beautiful. And you can actually add these hair ribbons on. You can actually find ribbons this thin. I'll go have a reel on that here soon. But like, look at her. This Ladybug is so gorgeous, so beautiful, clothes and everything. And she comes with a really cute box. And this is what we have now. Ugh. Like, what a downgrade. And again, I know she retailed for like $10 and this retailed for $6. But which one do you think is more worth it? Again, and these dolls, not this doll because she's so over-released, but the ones with the normal clothes, you could get them for $10. I got plenty of my dolls for $10 when it comes to Playmate Toys because they go on sale, especially online. So like, I don't see the point of these. These are a waste of time, Playmate Toys, and I wish instead of trying to create these dolls, I wish you just done more characters. You know, I am not impressed by these, but because like this is what we used to have, especially right early releases for Miraculous Ladybug. Like, look at these dolls, stunning. And this is what we have now. Why is this so overexposed? Let me turn off this light because I want to show you guys. I fell over, but I want to show you guys. Like, look, what we had, what we have now. Like, kids now will have this doll. But I had this doll. I'm not even going to talk about the Bondi Toys ones, which is a totally different vibe. And they're the best ones, in my opinion. But look at that. Look at the differences. Again, if you like these dolls, I say go get them. Again, they're only $10. But if you're a parent, or you're like me, well, not me, like, you're not like me who would just buy everything. But you're like more selective on your merch. Like, I don't. This is so sad. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. It's like, it's just so sad. Again, and they're ugly. Like, I had to go through multiple Walmarts to find the most prettiest looking dolls. It's easy for Cat Noir because he's Cat Noir, but for the girls, I had a hard time finding pretty ones. Like, good screenings, no smear clothes. is kind of ridiculous. But again, what we started with, what we ended with, and it makes me very, very upset. And then here is my, I think Marinette's the worst one. I mean, like Ladybug, I can get away with it a little bit, but Marinette, awful again. And the quality of her printed on clothes is awful. Like you can literally scrape this off. Or again, if you play with it a lot, or like if you accidentally like scuff it against something, her clothes will come off. And that's a little bit disturbing. But again, here is Marinette. Or I should give you like a close up. Here's Ladybug, since I changed the lighting. And then here's Marinette. Ugly. Again, it took me a long time to find a Marinette with a good face. But like, you can't find a good Marinette with a good face and then like good clothes. You can't find those. Like, even the one I have in box is still a little bit crusty. But, ugh, so ugly. And you know what Marinette doll we had for the longest time? This one. This is my favorite. This is an older release as well. This is the one we started out with the corduroy pants. Look at her. Let me fix her jacket here. But look at her. She is so beautiful. These dolls used to be on the shelves. I mean, like, not this specific Marinette, because she will come with the leggings versus the corduroy, but their faces basically saying, like, look how beautiful she is. These were the dolls we had not too long ago. And this is the doll we have now. Ugly. And if I was a kid, I'll be so disappointed. Like, if I got this doll instead of these ones, I'll be like, Mom, what you doing? You know better than this. But again, you want to compare, like, look at the difference in quality. Again, this one was $12. I think it was $12.99. So basically 13 bucks. This was $16. You pay $3 more and you get this. Because honestly, who cares about this? That's just a gimmick. But look, what we had and what we have now. Ugly. Okay? Don't recommend them. But yeah. What a disappointment. Again, I bought them because I'm a Miraculous Ladybug collector and I buy everything. But if I was more selective on my merch, I would definitely pass on these. But it is what it is. I don't want to say don't recommend them, because if you want them, go get them. But they're awful. They're probably the worst Miraculous Ladybug dolls ever. Oh, I also brought out this doll too, because this is the color reveal dolls, which I hate them as well. Not the dolls themselves, but the whole gimmick of that. And these cost $16.99. And I always complained about, when I unboxed this one, that she was $16.99 for a blind box doll that doesn't come with clothes. I feel like that was a lot of money. I feel like she should have been $10. If these were $10, why can't these dolls be $10 as well? I'm just glad these weren't $16, like her. But however, even though she is the same type of vibe as these dolls, she's a little bit nicer. Like, her vinyl quality is a little bit nicer, and she's a little bit more heavy. These are very, very lightweight and flimsy and hollow. Like, hollow, there's nothing in there. Like, hollow, nothing. So, not impressed by these dolls. Again, I do recommend Cat Noir. He's probably the best one from here, and his face mode is actually cute. Oh my god, I literally forgot about him. I was about to end this video. You want to see what he looks like with the playline Cat Noir doll? And let me tell you, actually, his hair is actually different. They give him much more of a blonde hair, and the playline one has much more banana yellow hair. But this is the Cat Noir. I turn off the brightness again. But this is the normal Cat Noir you could get in playline. Again, he also costs $16.99 and he costs like $10.99. You can see the differences a little bit. But honestly, I don't hate this Cat Noir. And he's very different from my other Cat Noirs. And he's shorter. Oh my god, are these dolls shorter? These dolls are slightly shorter from the playline dolls too, especially Cat Noir. There's like a significant difference in his height. Like, look at that. There's like almost a whole head. Wow, I did not know he's so short. But again, you can just tell the difference. Because again, these come with like actual clothes and accessories. They come with more on clothes and nothing. But still, very, not bad, but not the plain line. Not the plain line. So, that's my piece. I just gotta get that out because I think these dolls are ugly. And it's hard to find good dolls of them. And even though they're cheap, they're cheap. Cheap. And I don't think they're worth it. Just save a few more dollars and get the plain line one. And again, you could get the plain line ones on sale too for the same price. Anyway, so that's all for today's video, and I hope you didn't find it boring or cringy, and I catch you in my next video. I have no idea where it is, because I never know what the next one is, so we're both on our toes. Until then, that's all, and I still hope you watch my next video, and thanks so much for watching, and bug out!